I was a rich man. I had everything. I had a big house, fast cars, and a lot of money. People looked at me with respect. They wanted to be like me. I felt powerful and important. I thought nothing could stop me. My life was full of luxury. I bought the best clothes, the best food, and the best cars. I never thought about tomorrow. I only cared about today. Every morning, I woke up in my huge bedroom. The bed was soft, and the air smelled fresh. My workers made my coffee and brought me breakfast on a silver tray. I never cooked. I never cleaned. I never worked hard. Life was easy for me. I looked in the mirror and smiled. I saw a successful man. I thought I would always be on top. I had many friends, or at least I thought they were my friends. They laughed at my jokes, they came to my parties, and they enjoyed my money. I paid for everything. I liked the attention. I believed they cared about me. I never asked myself if they would stay if I had no money. I was sure they would always be there. One day, I stood on my balcony. The city looked so small from my big house. The streets were full of people. They worked hard, they walked fast, and they looked tired. But I was not like them. I was different. I had no worries. I had no fears. I felt like a king. I thought my money would never leave me. But I was wrong. I spent more and more money. I bought more cars, traveled to expensive places, and gave big gifts to my friends. I wanted more fun and more excitement. I never stopped to think. I never saved my money. I was sure it would never end. I was blind. I could not see the danger ahead. Then one day, my business had problems. I lost some money. At first, I did not worry. I thought I could fix it. I thought it was small. But the problem grew. It became bigger and bigger. I did not want to believe it. I kept spending. I kept living the same way. I did not want to change. I thought everything would be fine. But it was not fine. My business lost more money. I had to sell one of my cars, then another, then my big house. My friends stopped calling me. They did not come to my parties. I was not rich anymore. They did not need me. I sat alone in a small apartment. I looked at my empty phone. No one called. No one cared. I finally understood. My money was gone, and so were my friends. My power was gone. My big life was over. I was alone. I had nothing. I had no one. At first, I was angry. I felt the world was unfair. I asked myself, why me? But soon, I realized it was my own fault. I had been foolish. I had been blind. I had wasted everything. I needed to survive. I needed to eat. I started looking for work. But I had never worked before. I had no skills. No one wanted to hire me. Days passed. My stomach was empty. My pockets were empty. My life was empty. One day, I saw a small restaurant. The owner was an old man. He looked kind. I went inside and asked, "Sir, do you have any work for me?" He looked at me. My clothes were simple. My face looked tired. He said, "I can give you some work washing dishes." The pay is small, but it's honest. I agreed. I started working there. At first, it was hard. My hands hurt. My back hurt. I was not used to hard work. But I kept going. Day after day, I washed dishes, cleaned tables, and carried food. Slowly, I learned. Slowly, I became stronger. Slowly, I began to change. The old man watched me. He said, "You are learning. Hard work will teach you more than money ever did." I listened to him. His words touched my heart. For the first time in my life, I understood the value of work. I understood the value of money. I understood the value of people who truly care. My fake friends never returned. But I made new friends, simple people, kind people, honest people. They liked me not for my money, but for who I was. I learned that life is not about big houses or fast cars. Life is about respect, honesty, and hard work. Money comes and goes, but the lessons stay forever. Now, when I look in the mirror, I don't see the rich man I once was. I see a man who fell, but then stood up again. A man who lost everything, but found himself. I was once a fool blinded by money. But now, I am wiser. I am stronger. I am free.